let's get to it. Ooh, let's get ready for the Battle Rapport. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battle Rapport. I am your host, Hydra Man. You're a Slipknot fan of Battle Rap here, helping you catch up on Battle Rap. Ah, just a couple more battles in this event, and I would have, this would have been Summer Madness. Summer Madness 12, but I named it SummerHalfness 11 and a half because there was like literally like three other battles that was supposed to be on there. So, um, as we've heard and announced, uh, who was it? Oh yeah, they had Geechee Gotti go up there because his opponent for a card, a URL card that will be happening in November. URL will be having two cards in November. One of them is going to be Traffic 5, which is going to be I forgot the date. It was the 14th, something like that. 14th of November. I don't know, but I don't know if it is on this card or the other card that is on November, but it will be none other than, can we get a drum roll? Exactly. Murder Mook. Murder Mook. Get ready, DME. Drop that. Murder. Murder Mook. Yeah, that one. Murder Mook versus Geechee Gotti. Now, I literally had an episode on this, or maybe two. I don't know, but I literally had an episode literally a year ago about Murder Mook and Geechee Gotti, and that being one of those new regime, old regime, new era, old era type of battles. And especially with Geechee Gotti heading into retirement, supposedly. But if he's serious, because he has his own league, so he doesn't really have to, focus any more time on battle rap except for, his league. So he doesn't really have to, you know what I mean? Plus, the way a goat would always do things is just, go in, make a time, create your status, and get out while you're still on top. And I think that, maybe 2023 might be Geechee Gotti's last year. You know what I mean? It looks like, he still got something in the workings or whatever. But how should I know? What do I do? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. But I'm happy. I'm happy how this event turned out. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 5. I give it a 5. I give it a 5. I would have, there was a lot more fireworks that I wish would have, happened. You know what I mean? But let's start with the niceties. Shout out to Champion and all other battle rap networks out there. DME Detroit. Oh yeah, you already know. What up though? You should already know. Shout out to DME Detroit. P Black, all the other people's wrenches out there. I tell y'all the truth. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Streets 2 times and PZ World. You know what I mean? And shout out to almost all other platforms. There's a couple weird platforms, but I personally, right, in this whole experience of, so many platforms out there, whether they consider themselves battle rap media or just bloggers, that we should all have some type of respect for one another. So, like I was saying previously, I think that if you don't like a channel, then you don't have to hit the like or subscribe or watch them. You know what I mean? And watch what you like to watch. You know what I mean? Plain simple end of story type of situation. You know what I mean? But shout out to all the platforms out there. Champion has, they be pushing P, proper preparation prevents poor performance and all that jazz. No shots, no pun intended. But we at the battle rapport, we have the M's. Let's go a little something like this. It's mandatory to memorize material, masterfully manipulate metaphors, massacre mark men maliciously to maintain motivative mightiness. Be mindful to multitask, magnify major maddening main lines magically, and mastermind a manifesto murderer manuscript. You get it one time, that's it. No doubles like I've been doing for the past year and all that. Anyway. Oh, and of course, any donations will help in the battle rapport. And of course, support any and all platforms that you like and subscribe and want to continue seeing. So, hitting the like, hitting the subscribe, the follow and share, and then all that, what I mean, hitting on the power chat. All this helps in the algorithms of those channels. So if they say, we're trying to get some followers on Instagram or Facebook or whatever other social media platforms, definitely follow and help them because it all helps in the algorithm at the end of the day. Oh, again, at the end of the day speaks. So what? It happens. But besides all that, let's get into the battles, right? Let's get into which one first. We going Danny right now. We going Danny Myers and Fonzarelli himself from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm gonna be honest here. And the angle you had, yo, Fonz, look at me, Fonz, look at me, Fonz. I dig your style, and I dig your heavy punching, your constant, yo. I applaud for everything that you have done in battle rap. But this is Summer Madness. You have to step your game up, and if you're gonna do some dry angles that have been done before, don't do them the same as they were done before, because I've heard some of these angles that you've done by other people. Maybe not verbatim, word for word, but it's happened, bro. It's happened. And the second round it don't fly around here, bro. It don't fly around here. All right. And to be honest, you were saying something and you had the something of the same angle in the first, which then you carried in the second, like midway in the second, and I was like, yo, are you kidding? Oh my god. And then gonna do the whole 12K and Rex thing, and then oh my god, like yo, we're done with all this, with all these angles. If you're going to do an old angle, hit it with a better, a different way that other people have not done it. I'm being 100, bro. Come on. And people sleeping on Danny, and I was like, yo, I honestly thought, Fonz was gonna win, in my, opinion, in the small portion. I mean, it was a small portion in the back of my mind. I was like, you know what? Fonz can win. Fonz might win. But then the other, which was a major portion of my mind, like experience. Danny Myers has experience on a big stage, whether he's lost or he's won. Clarify before the year is out. How many losses has Danny Myers had in his whole entire career? Then wind up the amount of battles he has battled. Well, won. And then, all right, he's had 130 battles. Not saying that he has. Maybe he might have more, but let's say Danny Myers, for an example, had 130 battles. Out of those 130, less than 10 losses, or maybe 10, give or take. And if there is some that he did lose, definitely, point them down in the comments. I'll review those, because I think before the end of this year, before they start doing the whole tallying up of who's gonna be champion of the year, put some respect on Danny Myers' names when it comes down to the lack of losses. in his whole entirety of his career. And this one right here is another one that Danny Myers wins. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I think that between my pen, anyway, but I think between all the battles that's happened tonight, right? I kind of predicted for, like, I wanted for Chess and Shotgun Suge to be the battle of the night, next to the battle of the night contender Calico Easy to Block Out. Said it in my previous. If not, you know, the damn caffeine out here wilding on me, and I'm trying to get on and all this other stuff, and then my phone went kaput because I got locked out of my account, and I'm like, how did I get locked out of my account? But I can't even get up here, and I was on up here, and some weird stuff that happened, right? Some unprofessional stuff. I don't like being unprofessional here, don't like being unprofessional here. And that situation, I apologize for that. Hopefully that won't happen again. Waiting for the updates to happen because I had a ton of updates, and that's what was the situation. So, DME, Prada, and me with my computer situation. So that happens. All right, we move on. And of course, shout out to DME and shout out to Prada, shout out to Sophie and Nene. And of course, Ponce or Ponce, but it's, call it Ponce. All right, cool. Whatever. I'm from Juncos and Ponce, Puerto Rico. So shout out. But yeah, I honestly feel like Fonz had everything at his disposal. Everything at his disposal to take Danny out. But he fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. Straight up. My opinion. I could try and go a whole list, but watching this Summer Madness, bro, I'm telling you, Fonz, you have everything, bro. You have everything at your disposal, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You got everything at your disposal. And you fumble the ball. You fumble the ball. I feel like you had everything at your disposal, bro. But you went this way instead of like disappointing. All right, I'm a little disappointed. I've seen better. That's why. I've seen better. So what? He didn't. I don't care, bro. I've seen Fonz do better, and this was not it. This was not it. Your first round. All right, cool. All right, I see where you're going. Hopefully it goes up, but it didn't. It down, and out of the whole night, Danny Myers got booed one time in the second round doing a rebuttal. It didn't land, haha, whatever. But then the immediate next bar, which was a rebuttal freestyle, it hit. So, Danny Myers 2-1, possibly a 3-0. Not 3-0 clear, more like gentleman's 30. You know what I mean? I just feel disappointed in Fonz, but I know that even he knows that he could do better and he's gonna do better next time. You know what I mean? Maybe this was one of those experiences that Fonz needed as far as learning, what to expect on the big stage with over 1,000. Was it 15 to 2,000 people that was there? I don't know, but I'm waiting for them to drop the count. I haven't heard it all night. They haven't dropped the count. Usually they do, but hey, whatever. I can't get on caffeine right now because of the update. So boo-hoo me. Anyway, right now we talking about the next battle. Right, the next battle was oh no. Okay, so let's go over here to the caption, right? Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, okay, right here. When I throw this caption on, right? Please don't give me the sad face, or do give me the sad face emojis on the chat, on the live, if anybody's live right now. But even if this isn't live and you're watching it on the playback, hello, I'm the Battle Rapport. My name is Hydra Man. Shake my hand. Not Jay Black because he, Lotion and Roxy Reynolds. Y'all already know that. So anyway, left hand, right hand. Do it with the right hand. Left hand is enemy. Anyway. But welcome to the Battle Rapport. I am Hydra Man, your Slipknot fan of Battle Rap here, helping you catch up on Battle Rap. And this is Summer Halfness 11 and a half. This is the recap, and we're doing, well, the after party, and we're doing, just leave a smiley face whether or not if you agree or disagree if this battle should have been 3 rounds and should have been like it should have hit harder. You know what I mean? Like this, it should have been both halves instead of one half, bringing everything, and then the other half like hardly making any sense. But in 3, 2, 1, you drop the smiley faces or sad faces or whatever, because this is a 30 ball. Shout out to them, me the joy. 30 ball. This was one of those. Even though it was a 1 rounder, but it's actually the culmination from their previous battle because this is a rematch, but really their third round because it was a 2 rounder. You get the gist. But I said, I ain't gonna start doing the throwing the pen because that's what PSA 3 Letter Man does. Shout out to PSA 3 Letter Man. But I say it should have been 3 rounds. If you're going to have a surprise battle, this right here, this would have helped it go from 5 to now 6.5, almost 7 with the completion of the whole thing, right? But yeah, as you see on the caption, right over here, right below the host, and right there it says Averb and Hollow the Dinanon, Hollow the Dawn. Put some respect on his name. I'm happy. I'm happy of how Hollow the Dawn came in respectfully, giving and paying homage to the one, the only, the legend. I know they say legends never die, but I watched that movie too, DME, and I know what it was. You're killing me, Smalls. But anyway, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. The Sandlot. But anyway, to be honest, look, all right, since we're gonna touch on that, I'm just gonna say for right now, let's give a moment of silence to the legend himself, Pat Stay. Rest in peace, Pat Stay. It's been a while since I came back. It's sad that I had to come back on such a, the tail end of, some sad situations that happened. But life moves on, and life goes on, and we move on. Always in remembrance, though. Always in remembrance, and in honor of those we've lost. So, Hollow the Dawn versus Averb. For two men that have gazed the stage and or have, been friends with Pat Stay, that, one would, stand tall, proud, and the other would, be lackluster, you know. But everyone mourns in their own way. Everyone grieves in their own way. Um, I don't know how close these men were, but I do know that when it comes down to you got to give respect where respect is due. I feel that Averb should have let coin flip. I think Averb. I'm gonna be honest. I think Averb. His prime was maybe 2012. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know, but I haven't seen him catch a body in years. When was the last? Yo, am I going to have to make a whole episode on how Averb cannot catch a body out here? Am I? I think so. Yo, this whole time, ever since I started the battle rap pour, I never wanted to ruffle feathers. None of that. Shake the chain. None of that. I ain't never want to do none of that. But this got me a little upset. Yo, Averb, you are a legend, bro. And it's almost like you stopped caring about your legacy. I feel the best moments were years. Yo, oh man, I can't remember the last time Averb caught a win. Geechee Gotti, but that's debatable. And it's almost like Gotti gave was like, here, bro, you need a win. You haven't had a win in, yeah, here, bro. It was almost like that. Am I right or am I wrong? You can kill me in the comments or show me some love in the comments and let me know of everything, every one of the points that I try to bring. You know what I mean? Because this is my opinion. This is how I feel. And since I'm back, I'm not stopping. I'm full head steam. Pause if y'all doing the whole pause thing. Hey, whatever. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I gotta breathe out here. Gotta breathe out here. All right, let me breathe. Let me breathe. But, I'm gonna be honest, yo. Hollow the Dawn, bro. You almost looking better than me, bro. Anyway, but yeah, my man's right. My man's Hollow. Uh, he threw the hat in the air, or like he was the hat him yo the hat had to be at least $100+ itself. Am I joking? Am I joking? I don't know. But that when it was a part of one of the bars that he had said. I forgot which one, but he threw the hat in the crowd, bro. I totally did not expect for it to come back, but I kind of expect for it to come back because my man's is fully in a suit. You know, never mind he was wearing a white tee. Never mind that. My man's was in a suit. Never mind that he had sneakers on. That don't really matter. You know what I mean? I wear sneakers with my suit, and you know what I mean. Whatever. Ah. But yo, my man's threw the hat in the crowd. I did not expect for it to come back, and it was. I feel that Hollow the Dawn probably, if no one, if there's anything that anyone is doing and they're all like putting Hollow down for however many years or whatever, I think that his K-Shine battle, I think that some of these battles that his Rum Nitty battle, like some of these battles, he's trying to maneuver in a way where you can understand what he's saying. You get the fact that he is this performance heavy. Plus, he has bars and schemes and setups. He can freestyle rebuttal. He can rebuttal in the middle of his round and all types of stuff. He can do it all. Hollow has been doing this for a very long time. So my hat's off to you, Hollow. You knocked this one out the park, bro. You knocked this one out the motherfucking park, bro. Damn, he was good, bro. I mean, the suit had him looking like he was in a different level. The whole entire time, I'm thinking, yo, you know, Pat Stay, bro. Like, yo, Pat Stay is looking down, like, yo, look at you go. You know what I mean? Pat Stay sucker free. Always be a legend to me. But yeah, Hollow, I'm telling you, his entrance, it wasn't all that elaborate either. Just him walking, but just him coming with the hat. You didn't know whether or not that was him or somebody else, and then you saw that it was Hollow, the Don, in the suit, donning a suit, the hat to match. The under part was red, and it was just looking all smart. He was my man Hollow was a pimp. No, no, I'm not trying to steal the whole three-letter man throwing pen thing. I can't even. No, 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 no. We ain't doing that out here. We ain't copying nobody's vibes out here. You know what I mean? Is there a vibe that I'm copying on here? DME Detroit. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I kind of switched things a whole lot different, so I got my own little thing. You know what I mean? I love Slipknot, heavy metal, stuff like that. Plus, I love battle rap, so it all makes sense when you get over here to the battle rap port. Plus, there's a lot of episodes that I still have to drop about many things, especially the compare uh the comparisons between metal and battle rap. There's that and a few other episodes that I do want to talk about of different things that are in rap and battle that I definitely want to talk about. So coming back, pause. Hey, hey, leave me alone. Hey, 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 no pauses. All right, leave me alone. All right. But we're back and we're better than ever and contemplating a lot new, different episodes and stuff like that. But y'all don't want to hear that all that right now. Y'all want to hear the battle and who I thought won. And yeah, I think that Hollow the Dawn completed the objective, and I still think that it should have been 3 rounds. This would have helped in it being Summer Madness, but like I said, it's still SummerHalfness to me. All right, people. All right. Get it, got it, good. Got to get it, got to get. Anyway, so next, now don't mind me. The first battle that they did have up there was a Crucible battle. Um, Jay Black and DNA was hinting in the face-off yesterday that the Summer Madness 12 face-off yesterday that hinting that there will to be online earlier and stuff like that. Bro, I was trying to get online a whole lot earlier and just mad caffeine error stuff, bro, on both my phone side and I didn't have a problem with my tablet though. That was weird. My phone and the computer just had issues with caffeine. I don't know what the hell. But I'm gonna figure that out. There's probably a bugs in the system that they have on their end where landline computer can be affected and a cell phone, but then the tablet wasn't. Weird, weird. Plus, I never got to finish seeing the last bit of Easy to Block Captain and Calico. The last like 5 minutes, bro. Anyway, I'll talk about that next. You know what? We're gonna mix it up. I'm gonna talk about that right now. Right now. Calico and Easy the Block Captain. Did they steal the show? Did they steal the show? I don't know. I don't know. I know they had that. They had I was gonna say PG. There's no Norbs anymore. Well, there's no Norbs in URL anymore. He's suing them for $40 million. Oh, it's crazy. Um, But yeah, I think there was a Crucible battle that was 1 round. People saying it was 30 on one side. I never got to see it because by the time I got to be able to watch Caffeine, on my tablet because I couldn't be able to get online somehow on my phone or my computer. Finally got to be able to, start watching, but then, it's like 3 o'clock ish, and they're already talking about the battle that happened. And so I was like perturbed. I was perturbed. Anyway, um, yo, I'm gonna be honest, yo. Did Calico and Easy the Block Captain steal the show? That was the main event. That ended up being the main event. I really like the fact that this was like set up the way it was like, yo, these two gonna go over here, and then these two they're gonna be the last battle, and I like how it was set up that way. You know how we got we used to have main event Mike. Do we have a main event Cal now? All of a sudden, leave it in the comments below. You never know. Anyway, um, shout out to Braille and the whole Braille team. Leave it in the comments below. Got it from them. You already know. But I watch them all the time, so you know what I mean. Lingo is all over the place. But yeah, Calico and Easy to Block Captain. I honestly have to say I need them to drop this on the app or maybe YouTube so I can watch it and review it a few more times because a couple times because watch the battle at least 2 more times because or one time and just like run the bars back, write down which bars I liked and so on and so forth, which bars happened in which rounds and stuff like that, which one took this round over the other and stuff like that. But I have Cal the first round, and I have Easy to Block Captain second and third, bro. I feel I'm disappointed. My predictions was for Calico. It wasn't going to be a clean sweep. Um, I felt like Easy had a faster momentum. I felt like Cal had the punches, even though Easy had punches too. I just feel like man, it hurts, bro. It hurts saying this because I respect Cal so much. So like saying anything like he ain't win, it just like it hurts my heart. You know what I mean? Because I am non-biased, bro. I like Cal, I like Tay Rock, I like a few other battle rappers, but I'm gonna call it down the line. If they lost, they lost. If they did, if they lost, they lost. They won, they won. You feel me? And of course, I have to watch the battle. So if they drop the battles, maybe YouTube, you feel me, man? Maybe on YouTube, some of the battles, something, because this right here needs its time under the sun to be examined. Because both of them, they were going crazy, bro. They're going crazy. I cannot stress you no less than at least 2 more watches from beginning to end. Then let it sit for like a day and then watch it the next day. Watch it from beginning to end that next day after this, live streaming and stuff. To then determine who really is the winner. Because what was it? They had Easy to Block Captain winning on most of the votes on caffeine. Uh it was like somewhere upwards in the 5,000s for Easy to Block Captain and somewhere in the 2,000s into the 3,000s for Calico. So they, the fans online, and I was one of the fans, but I clicked Calico and I didn't go click, 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 you know what I mean? Because that's the cheat on caffeine. Weird, I can't cover this right now on caffeine, and I'm supposed to be on caffeine. I have it on my title. I could do it right after this, but I'm too tired, man. They were supposed to drop, battles mad quicker than they were supposed to, and it just dragged on for mad longer than usual. They dragged it almost as long as if there was a full like 6, 7, 8 battles. This is one, a surprise battle, 2, Okay, so one full, two, three, four, five. So six, seven. So they had six, seven battles, right? Two of them were one rounders, which were surprise battles. One of them that should have been 3 rounds. One was a crucible battle. Then you had Danny Myers 3 rounds. Then you had Shotgun Shug Chess 3 rounds. Then you had Tay Rock Swamp 3 rounds. Then you had JC Sue Surf 3 rounds. Then you had Calico Easy to Block Captain 3 rounds. You know what I mean? But I feel like they stretched this out like it was 8 or more battles. Like the time. It was about like it was weird. Y'all had an early battle that y'all started before 3 o'clock, and but then the other battles dragged out in between the intermissions. Oh man, it felt sloppy, dusty, and everything that Jay Black be saying on the other end of that. But yeah, Easy to Block Captain 2-1, not a clean, not a clear 30, and not a clear 2-1 because I feel like I need to watch this again. I feel like Cal might have had the second. I don't know. I feel like I'm counting Cal out of that second round. Like I misplaced one of the rounds. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Cal shouldn't have gone first. You know my opinion. Um, man, it just happened. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Cal went first. Yeah. I still think that he should have let it flip. You know what I mean? Smack was looking for the coin. Like, who got my coin? Like, you should have your coin on you before you even get back on stage. You know what I mean? Like, but hey, what do I know? I'm just, Hydra Man from the Bad Rapport. Anyway, damn. This was one of those battles that I kind of feel like it saved the event. Do you know what I mean? Like there was a lot of malarkey. We're talking about that another time. But there was a lot of like portions where, yeah, you know what? This event could have been done a lot better if they would have, stuck to the time that they said that they were going to drop some of these things and be on point. But, I'm not in the building, but in the building, they could have been a little bit more on point with what they were doing. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I mean, but anyway, Cal and Easy to Block Captain saved this event. You know what I mean? It was kind of dying down with, Swamp and Rock. Actually, yeah. Look, I need to watch. I need to drop Easy to Block Captain versus Calico soon because I definitely want to watch that at least one more game. One more game. Because I kind of feel like I might be wrong on this first watch. And I'd like to be wrong, you know what I mean? But, me being a non-biased battle rap media, young and out here, even though I'm old, but, been out, this channel's only a year or two old, all right? I, always try to be non-biased, no matter who I like, man or female, when it comes to these battle rap men and battle rap women, these kings and queens of battle rap. I I feel like Cal had lost some momentum in the third. Something I don't know what happened with Cal in the third. I feel like he lost his momentum. Like he had the bars, he had the setups and stuff. But I feel like maybe his energy started dying down. Maybe he started getting hot because he did have like a sweater and then another shirt underneath the sweater and then another shirt underneath that shirt, and he was sweating. You know what I mean? I could tell he was sweating, bro. But it happens. But I think he was, getting overheated on stage. I think the performance that he was doing in the first 2 rounds got him mad heated up and mad hyped, which then he started taking off the hoodie and stuff like that. Yeah, he took off the hoodie in the second round, but you're already getting your energy pump, your adrenaline pumping. So by the time you're already in your second round, it's getting hotter and all that. So by the time you're in your third round, you know what I mean? It happens. You deal with it. You move on. Hold up. How's my audio? Oh, how's my audio? Give me a second. How's the audio? We're better? Cool. All right, let's move on. But yeah, I need to watch this battle again. I think I might have Cal, but for right now in this first watch, I have Easy the Block Captain. Ah, damn Easy, getting away with murder again. Actually, he didn't battle murder, so he ain't get away with murder, and Easy didn't get away with murder. Anyway, so we off that, and since we were just talking about these two, let's talk about Tay-Rock versus Swamp. Was this a smoke break battle, bro? I feel like this was a smoke break battle. I feel like the whole time I'm on my phone. You know, that's what I kind of felt like. I felt like there was so much hype with this battle, and it didn't live up to it. It did not. And then, this guy was like, oh, it's all gas or whatever. And then it's like, hold on, how is it gas when I'm in your state? And it was just like, I felt confused. I felt confused. I felt confused. Why did I feel confused? Because these two had they had like almost 2 years. Okay. A year plus of just angles, material, just they could come up with all the bars. You mean to tell me this whole time y'all have not written bars on each other so that by the time that y'all do battle, that y'all would have had mounted all these bars against each other? So it's like now nitpick what is the best ones. It's almost like y'all wrote the past month or less. Because I've heard Rock do something in like what 2 weeks. I forgot what battle it was. Oh man, I'm bringing it up now, and I can't remember the damn battle. But I remember there was a battle that it took him to that it was on like 2-3 weeks or something like that. 14 days, 17 days, something like that, and he did really good. But then here, I felt like both of them again. I feel like Fonz, Tay-Rock, and Swamp had everything in their hands. All the artillery, the time, and everything, the angles, everything is right there. And they just, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did. I kind of feel like, okay, maybe I'm wrong with Tay-Rock and Smoke. Tay-Rock and Smoke. Tay-Rock, yeah, I need to smoke a blunt right now. But yeah, I feel like Tay-Rock and Swamp, I need to watch that battle again because maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something. But if I do see it again, and I really feel like when I see it again, I'm going to have the same feeling. Trying to break up and roll. You know what I mean? Like, smoke break. Like, you know what I mean? Do I have to go to the store, get some material? Like, yeah, I think I might have to go to the store material. Like, no, man, this is Tay-Rock and Swamp, and how is it now possibly that a smoke break battle? A SBB smoke break battle. A SBB. We don't need no SBBs out here, bruh. Smoke break battle. We don't need no smoke break battles. And I really hope that this isn't one of them because I feel I was like, yo, all the hype for this died down. All the tweets, all the talking, everything leading up to it just came to an utter like roller coaster ride of like I no. I gotta watch this battle again. Make it make sense to me, people. Make Rock and Swamp make sense to me, people. I feel that this was just lackluster. Like I don't have a winner. Like I don't have like the bar that I was like, oh my god, this is swaying this way. It could go this way now, or saying something like, oh my god, it could go this way now. Like I don't see none of that. I really feel like I need to see this one again, just like Cal and Easy to Block Captain, to make a real determination of who really won and who lost. You know what I mean? Or do we have a debatable? Do we have classic? Is it, a body, a non-body, all this? You know what I mean? Non-body. Weird. Non-body and battle rap. Flat chest, no ass, a five in the face. Yeah, you get it. Um, but yeah, Tay Rock and Swamp. This was highly anticipated, and I feel like it just died down. I need to see this again. So drop it ASAP. Maybe drop it on YouTube. Maybe YouTube. Want to drop it on YouTube? No? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Beasley. Okay. Okay, Chico. Okay, Smack. Okay, P. Okay, B. JB. No YouTube drops. Only trailers and face-offs. Why? Why? Am I doing that? Am I really doing that? Am I really doing that? No, am I really doing that? You know what? I gotta do it to myself. There's no crying in battle rap. What are you doing crying? This, this could have been so much better, man. Yes, it could have been so much better, but it happens. But like I said, maybe in the playback, maybe in the playback, it makes sense to me. But Smack, Chico, Beasley, make it make sense to me that this was actually like a classic, a debatable, or something. I feel weird about it. I feel like I wasn't watching it, but I watched it. I'm hearing the bars. I just didn't like. Wow, that's a terror. Yes, we're in this mother. I didn't feel none of that. So I don't have a winner or a loser on Tay Rock versus Swamp. It's weird, man. It's just really weird, man. Really weird. Uh, I think right now we should jump into Shotgun Shug and Chess. Yeah, we're gonna get into Shotgun Shug and Chess. Um, chess, 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 chess. I know we're about to be going into we're about to be hitting an hour soon, so try to make this as concise as I can. Uh, chess. I don't know if it's the water. I think it was what you were saying before. Like I think you said man, it's that water or something like that. I can't be drinking water. Like that's why he drinks juice. But then another battle, I remember one of his mans on stage with him, and he was grabbing the Gatorade. It was a red Gatorade. So I know that was another one that was causing him. So it's like juice or water. There's something, but Chess was saying that when he gets really amped up in his performance, he puts so much energy that he ends up like literally like almost getting himself to vomit or whatever without him intentionally trying to cause himself to vomit. Just, some weird acid reflux, or maybe not acid reflux, maybe it's something else, but he kind of, claims it's acid reflux. I don't know. I did shows before. I did performances. I've done open mics and stuff like that. Um, I really earlier in my life got over a lot of the stage, right? And as far as nervousness that would cause a person to vomit, I have not been there. So I never, had a moment where I was throwing up my spaghetti out this mug. You know what I mean? So never had that. I'm happy about it, and I hope it doesn't ever happen. But this is something that you gotta work with your dietitianist or something. You know what I mean? You need your nutritionalist. You're gonna have to work with you're gonna have to work with your nutritionalist. And once you link up with your nutritionalist, because you're nutritionalist and you are and are you, um, then maybe you can find something out. You know what I mean? What's really going on? You know what I mean? Mentally and physically when you are on stage, or like right before you go on stage. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a practice that you should start doing, a new regimen or something. You know what I mean? So definitely think about that. You know what I mean? But I say shotgun shook. Now listen, this is like the third time, and the whole 1, 2, 3 structure out, whatever. Uh, this is the third time I've counted shotgun shook out, but not really. Um, But this was the time that I picked chess, right? I picked chess because he's been on the roll for a little bit. He had he needed to get the get back because of his calico vomit situation. And I'm happy that he bounced back and got, shotgun shook. I really wanted for it to be daylight versus chess, but we didn't get that, did we? We got a vomiting chess. Vomited twice or 3 times. I can't remember how many times. 2, 3 times. Chaz vomited. And Summer Madness, SummerHalfness, 11 and a half. And it should have been daylight. Yo, I swear, even Lux was there. And I'm like, yo, Lux is there and all these other people. I'm like, really, really, really? You know what? Shout out to the Miz for that. WWE heads out there. Um, I'm more of a WWF and more of a ECW kind of guy. But of course, there will always be the great WWF and WCW era. But we all know ECW, ECW, ECW to the death, baby. Anyway, damn, I don't even have an ECW pin. I should be having an ECW. I don't know how. I lost my damn ECW shirt when I was a damn teenager, which pissed me off. Anyway, shout out to Mikey Whipwreck. Shout out to Mikey Whipwreck. If anybody knows who Mikey Whipwreck is, they know ECW. I hope you know, DME, who Mikey Whipwreck is. I hope you do, because if not, research. I know you watch ECW. I know you watch ECW, DME. I know you watch ECW, DME. I know you did. WWF, all that other stuff, that doesn't matter. Maybe the, WCW and WWF era and stuff like that. But ECW, a lot of wrestlers came out of that. But that's a whole nother, episode for another time. All right, people. Maybe we could talk about it, DME. That would be cool. Uh, Shotgun Shug. This is the third time I counted you out. Not really, but this is the third time I counted you out in 5 years. And I apologize, and I will no longer. Reason why is because I had said earlier in my predictions that I have and I want Shotgun Shug to win. But I kind of feel like, this might be Chess's moment, or this could be, Chess's get back type of situation. You know what I mean? After the cow vomiting situation. But what ended up happening? He vomited in this one twice or three times. I can't remember. But anyway, Shotgun Shug, you you represented Jersey. Thank you so much, bro. That's how you're supposed to do it, bro. I swear. I swear. This is when people say Jersey, this is the reason. Real sick before his mess up, you know what I mean? He was on a roll, you know, as an honor roll. Anyway, he was on a roll for a bit as an honor roll, you know what I mean? Until the last battle that he was in, and K-Shine blew him out the water. Pause. Get out of here. Blow him out the water? Really? Come on, people. Leave me alone. But yeah, this was like, this was, if not the greatest, if not like one of the top 5 greatest shows, it is. Because this was just above and beyond the Call of Duty. When it was the first round, it was insane. Chess, it happened. You know what I mean? Chess threw up in the first round, if you didn't know. We're going into the second round with Chess and Shotgun Shug. And this is the first time Shotgun Shug, this is the first time that Shotgun Shug got a 2-0 chance. Right? And first time in Summer Madness that this ever happened was a 2-0 chant, which almost stopped the battle rap, mind you. And then it was the first time that the crowd chanted, "Leave him alone." This is the first time ever. You're getting this first. Boop, 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 boop. Hello. You're getting this first from the Battle Rap 4. That, yes, right here on the after party of SummerHalfness 11.5. That Shotgun Shug was the first person in Summer Madness history to get a 2-0 chant in the second round. And, period, that's, as a whole, standing by itself. And get told in the second round, right? And was told in the second round. This is the first time this has ever happened in Summer Madness history. That he was told by the crowd, "Leave him alone." And guess what happened? He left him alone. After a bit of time, because Arsenal, Twerk, and what was it? Beasley at one point, I think, was helping trying to pull him off stage. Like, yeah, we out. You know what I mean? Surf, like, yeah, we out of here. Like, the whole crew. Well, was it Surf that was there? No, it was Arsenal that was there saying, "Yo, we about to get out of here." Like, yo, we out. So it was crazy. It was crazy, and there was shots fired from Suge to the whole gang. Gun titles and. Him against Surf, the shots being thrown at him, that looks like a rematch possibly in the future or something like that. Yo, did they ever battle? They never battled? Oh, they did battle. Well, why not the rematch, right? Oh, it never happened. I don't know. Well, if it didn't happen, book it. Anyway, but they did battle, right? They did battle. Is the footage out? Is the footage out? Even somebody pointed out what was it? Young Ill and Khan, Young Ill versus Khan, hold the clip. Like, yo, that's another thing that I've been wanting to talk about for a bit. I'm going to have a whole episode on that. So hold your breath, hold your tongues. No, don't hold your tongue, just hold your breath. I will be dropping that within this week. And some advice for the URL that would help them with the fandom. But yeah, Shotgun Shug represented Jersey the way it was supposed to. Thank you. And left on a high note on that third round. But note, people, note, this is the first Summer Madness that a 2-0 chant was chanted in the second round. And leave him alone chant was said in the second round, which then led for him to leave him alone. But yeah, Shotgun Shug, he won that. Straight up. You know what I mean? Chess, come on, bro. I'm waiting for your next. I'm waiting for your next get back. And get a nutritionist. But next. We are off that right now. Next is what we got left? Yeah, I already did that one, did that one. They kind of threw this one in there as like a little whammy, swammy, whatever. I don't even know if I want to talk about this. I feel another disappointment. I feel another disappointment. Sue Surf versus JC. JC versus Sue Surf. What an anticlimactic battle. What the frack, man? Come on. Y'all were like supposed to be headline, and then you ended up being, main eventing. And it's like, all right, well, that means that Cal and Easy the Broadcasting, they're going to finish it off for the night. So we should just, have a great one going in. And then this happens. Oh, my God. And then you want to make it look like you're trying to rush the second round and the third round. Like, yeah, man, about to get out of here soon, man. Yeah, we're about to cut this short. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, you got a flight and y'all trying to get out of here. Like, come on. I don't care if you are going to be late for the flight. If you're going to miss the flight or you're going to have to get another flight, pay attention to the person that you're battling. Because right now, everybody has Sue Surf winning, right? Yeah, everybody got Sue Surf winning. And Tay-Rock and Swamp actually ended up being 50-50 on the app, on the caffeine app, on the votes, weird enough. But back to Sue Surf and JC. This was a moment where JC, I personally feel that he should have been up there as the second person wearing a suit. He should have been up there wearing a suit. And he should have been dancing on the wave, bruh. He should have been dancing on this mug. Damn. The narrative that was spun by Sue Surf. Somebody was saying that, media is what manipulates the fans or what manipulates. So I forgot who it was, but somebody said that media is what manipulates the fans into liking what or believing who lost. And I do not believe that. Yes, some do. I'm not going to say that it doesn't happen. Some do use their platforms to manipulate. They do. Some do. But a lot don't. A lot don't. Battle Rapport don't have no agenda except for one agenda, and that is to be the most positive battle rap channel out here. Straight up. That's why we don't curse out here, except for Frag, Stockel, you know what I mean? All that other stuff, you know what I mean? I like sci-fi movies and sci-fi shows, so if I can, find a curse word that I ain't got to curse, hey, I'm frelling all about it. But anyway, anybody that's Farscape, you know what I mean, fan already know what the frell's going on. But yeah, this whole night, it needed like 2 more battles, or Hollow the Dawn, and for Averb to be a 3-rounder, and then maybe the other battle that was supposed to happen on this card, which was Murder Mook. Shout out to Streets 2 times. I think that Murder Mook and Geechee Gotti should have been on this card, and yeah, that they should have been on this card. You know what I mean? They were supposed to be on it and didn't end up on it. We'll see why in November. See you until November. Going to November, but not me. We're right here. We back at it. I honestly feel like JC was again one of those like he had everything in the palm of his hands. And I need to watch this one again because I think there probably was some material that probably went over my head. But I caught a lot of material. You know what I mean? There was a lot that JC was, going at Surf with, hitting with angles that, all right, cool, went this way and didn't do it like everybody else did. Wow, cool, word. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like Surf had more. Surf knows how to perform. Surf knows when to switch his to AMG gear. All right, he knows. Yeah, that whole thing. Right. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I have a pen in my hand, so it's anyway. Ignore that. But yeah, I feel like Surf knows when to get in the pockets that he needs to. That's why he considers that AMG mode. Was heard that it was referenced that it was a Philly thing before it became anywhere to any other state thing. But maybe one of the top Philly battle rappers can come and battle one of the top dogs out here to try and do something about you know who is the better of the AMG rapid fire at times can be multisyllabic. Um, but I really feel like JC might have won. Like riding wise, I think JC might have won. I have to check it back, but it's looking from first watch, and what was it, 70%, like 60-70% was all in Susur's favor in the vote on the chat. I honestly feel like Surf could have did better. Yes, his perform he had the performance, he had the bars, he had the all right, I could bring it back right here and then act even more get more into my performance and so on and so forth, get more into my pocket, switch here, you know what I mean? Like I feel like he could have did more. And I feel like the reason why I felt like he could have did more is like writing wise. You feel me? Like he had the pockets. I feel like the rhyme patterns could have been better. Or it's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Or his the bars that he had could have been better schemed, I guess. They kind of felt simpler, like past battles, like the past 3 battles or past 4 battles that he had better material. The way he used them in those battles over this battle, and I feel like JC could have beat him. With how Surf was, I feel like JC could have beat him, but I feel like something happened in the second or the third where like the energy wasn't there, and then like Surf was trying to get the crowd and people watching to sway to his favor because certain things that JC was saying, it wasn't hitting to Surf, so he's like throwing, hitting the towel like, oh, kind of an emotional trait. Like, yo, I understand you don't like the bar, but you ain't gotta like, you know, I don't have a rag or, oh yeah, I got something over here. Like he's just like, like JC says a bar, he's like, like bro, that is a weird emotional trait right there. Please don't do that anymore. It just looked weird, sir. But no disrespect. No disrespect. This is all like whatever people want to say, if they want to say constructive criticism or something like that. I'm just a fan who wants to see the best out of all battle rappers. All right. So no, let's cancel Hydro Man. He says I didn't rap really good. No, you rapped good. I felt you could have did more and you could have did better. That's it. You had the performance, you had the energy, you know what I mean? You had the angry face to JC's face and da 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 da, you know what I mean? You had all that. I felt that, just a little more. You know what I mean? We are talking about JC, one of the top pens out here. And you being one of the top performers and top energies out here in battle rap, I feel like when Shotgun Suge challenged himself and battled the top punchers, the top pens, and the top whoever, he challenged himself. Had some wins, had some losses, but in that gained better experience and knowledge and better ways of doing things. And in that knew that him himself and in a health wise situation, he needed to slim down. So all these attributes were happening organically because he felt he needed to challenge himself. And in that, like 2-3 years, he actually became a better rapper, better writer. Excuse me. Better writer at how he does his things. His delivery is better. His approach is better. He doesn't do the same angles everybody does. And this night was insane. This was Suge Knight's night. Straight up. This was Suge Knight's night. This was Suge's night. There we go. All right. Put that in your blog. This was Suge's night. Out of all the battles here, everybody, I feel Suge Knight, he stole the show. And this was his night. Had everybody. Out of everybody that battled, he was the only one that didn't get booed. Weird enough, right? I gotta check Easy and Calico because I think they both got booed one time or something like that. You know what I mean? Like everybody on the card got booed one time or more, whatever. But everybody got booed except for Shotgun Suge. That's Jersey for you, bro. But yeah, Surf and JC. I feel that it was underwhelming. You know what I mean? So another one, such high potential for it, and then just kind of went one-sided, which it shouldn't have been. And I feel like I might be sleeping on JC's first round and second round. I feel like JC might have had the second round. That first round is very tight. Pause. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I feel like that first round was evenly matched, and it could go either way. You know what I mean? They both had pretty good material in that first round. But yeah, I feel like I need to watch this again. Another battle, like I'm watching, but then am I watching? I feel like it's it's an out of body experience. Like I've seen a better JC and I've seen a better Surf. And this was just like on both ends, like, oh man, yes, you know what? I don't give a frack. This was SummerHalfness 11.5. Not Summer Madness 12. We ain't get the real big dogs out here. We had some of them. And we had some pups. But we ain't have, right? We ain't have the Summer Madness that we all wanted and expected and anticipated. It took months. Ask DME Detroit. Look at his vlogs. He even pointed it out plenty of times. And DI the Handyman one time, I think. And then Jay Black. I don't think he referred to any of those being delayed. I don't know. Because they all know when these battles happening. So they're privy to this. Me, I ain't privy to jack, nothing. But anyway, I feel like this is one of those cards that it was such an anticipation for, waiting for it. Then when the card finally fully got shown, we got a SummerHalfness 11 and a half. And that's what I feel like this is, straight up. I feel like this is SummerHalfness that as long as I feel like as long as the heads, right? The upper echelon heads of URL is calling for these like budget cuts. It's going to allow for more disappointment of the fans and battle rap media, battle rap bloggers, and all that. It's good. It's going to have us feel more disappointed when the things doesn't, when it doesn't go right. You know what I mean? Completing the update. Yes. Yes. After hours. After 4 hours, 5 hours, no, 6 hours. After 6 hours, finally, I get the updates. But this was an event that I feel was a 5. It was a 5. It was not no 7, 8, 9, 10. It wasn't no 12. Summer Madness 12. No, it was 11. Summer Halfness 11 and a half. And this turned out to be on a scale from 1 to 10 of 5. And the reason why is because Shotgun Suge saved the event and Cal and Easy the Block Captain saved the event. Danny Myers, he was insane. I feel like he could have got a lot more bars off. Maybe he knew that, not to go over in that first round, not to put so much and packed it all into that first round. He knew, let me do this much on that first round, let him do his thing. Then in the second round, I'm gonna do all this, and then so on and so forth. And then let him go. And then do the third round, well, you know what I mean? So it's like, not a New Jersey twerk effect or anything else or whatever, where it's literally you're putting so much material into your first round, but then you start dying off in your second and your third. The energy and all that, and the writing, you can tell this or whatever. You know what I mean? Plus, even if you did have fire material, haymakers and all for your second and your third round, you put so much into that first round that you're getting so much reception and so much love from the crowd, so much reaction that you're putting even more energy into your stuff. So by the time you go into the second and third round, you've already almost gassed out. So even if you did spit this haymaker of a bar in your second or third round, you didn't have the energy for the performance to make that bar hit the way it was supposed to. So it'll be like a haymaker. You feel me? It happens. Sometimes it doesn't, but Shotgun Suge definitely learned, and in his experiences that he's learned, he is now better than what he was like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Maybe, but I feel like where people might have said, "Oh, like 5 years ago, oh yeah, I think Shotgun Suge, past his prime and stuff like that, or that was his prime or something like that." However, it was like a few years ago, like maybe about 5 years ago, right? Count him out, and what happens? He reemerges, just killing it, losing weight, becoming a better person himself. All this organically happening, not being forced, not, this person telling me I need to do this and that person telling me I need to do that, so I'm going to do it. Like, no, it was him and organically doing it himself, becoming a better writer, better rapper, better everything, what he can do all around. You feel me? Like, I could beat you without having a pocket tap. How many battles has he done that already? Challenging himself still. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. But yeah, for a whole entire, for the whole entire night, I felt like I was waiting for something to to surprise me and be like, yes, this is what's gonna bring this into, passing the stratosphere of it being a half show or a half event to actually being like, boom, full-fledged summer madness. I didn't get that. I almost got it. With Shotgun Suge and Chess, but Chess, man. All I know is pain. All I know is pain. Like, yo, I tell you the truth, I love that song, but this gives me pain. Watching you, man. It brings me pain, man. You know? Really brings me pain. Watching you not choke, but vomit. You gotta hone in, bro. Get you a nutritionist. That's all I'll say. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I really think that you need to seek a nutritionist. You know what I mean? Um, but man, I really wanted for it to be something big at the end. Pause. Hey, leave me alone. I really wanted to be like, boom, like perfect example, right? Boom. Calico, easy to block Captain Hannes, right? That's the last battle of the night. Like, all right, so on and so forth. Out of nowhere, you see Mook rise up to the stage. You see Briz on the other end rise up to the stage. You see Bobo walking to each other like, oh, is it about to happen? And then they're looking around talking about, yo, mic check in my own. Turn me on. I'm like, oh, what? Now we talking summer madness. Even by that just one simple one. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen. We didn't get Murder Mook versus Geechee Gotti, which will be in November. It was supposed to be on this card. We won't be getting Murder Mook versus Briz Rothstein, which would have been perfect for this card. We didn't get Chess versus Daylight. And we didn't get who else? Who? A Ward versus JC. I mean, no. I mean, A Ward versus Sue Surf. No. I'm playing with y'all. I play with y'all. You know what I mean? I swore I wasn't gonna do it, but it was funny to me. It was funny to me. You know what I mean? Maybe not to y'all, but maybe DME might get it. You know what I mean? Um, I honestly would definitely like to. I'd like to throw it out there. A Ward on URL. It doesn't really have a ring to it, unless there's something on the line. You know what I mean? Like. Maybe a little $10,000 bet, on top of whatever A Ward's getting, you know what I mean, making sure he get a good check or whatever. But of course, don't think he'll be on URL. You know what I mean? He's he has a good success not being on URL, which some people it's hard, other people it's not. But it really matters on you if you actually give a frack if you're on URL or not. Your success matters to you. It doesn't really matter about anything else anybody else says. You know what I mean? So if you say, man, I can make my success without being on URL, then guess what? Do that. Straight up. And if you end up on URL, you can go up there and be like, yo, I made it up here on my own strength. You feel me? Instead of like co-signed by this person and now you're within a year, up in there. Like, come on now. We've heard stories and we already know who's really the top dogs out here when it comes to like just like out of nowhere creating their own lane, their own path, and their own legacy. Geechee Gotti which I'll be talking about you in the next couple episodes. So they're nothing negative, of course. This channel, we're doing nothing negative. You know what I mean? Um, hey, there are other channels for that. You know what I mean? They're fun to watch. Don't get me wrong. Watching the negative and watching the drama unfold and all that, it's all funny, haha, and this, that, and the other when it's looked at on the lighter side. You know what I mean? And I'll be talking about that. I'll be having an episode about that too. You know what I mean? And about a certain character in battle rap that I would consider comic relief of battle rap. All right. So I just want to say to all that follow on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that, I appreciate all y'all. And of course, any donations to the battle rap poor, I'm much obliged. Um, bow. But of course, like I say, to any and all channels that you like and want to see prosper, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that, you know what I mean? Hit the power chats to any and all channels that you want to see rise in popularity and all that, you know what I mean? It all helps in their algorithm, you know what I mean? So, um, if they say, hey, I need some followers over here on Instagram or whatever, you know what I mean? Do that. Help them out because this is a channel you want to see prosper. And that would mean if they need help being followed over here or over there, help them because that helps grow in their algorithm, grow in their promotion and stuff like that. Plus, you'll be a part of day ones. You know what I mean? Be a part of the day ones and ride. You know what I mean? Um, like with many other channels that I follow, I ride. I ride with all of them. Couple, haven't seen too often, and I'm just like, I don't really watch them anymore. A few others I still watch because I'm true supporter. You know what I mean? But no matter what, even if I haven't watched you in months or like couple years, I still have, I still subscribe to you. You know what I mean? Might be some others that I don't because literally I don't. You know, there are a couple creepazoid people out there. You know what I mean? So I don't follow those. And even those that are rumored, I stay away, bro. I stay away. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to be, a follower of someone that got, some charges on them or a case on them or got something dirty on their jacket. And I'm not just talking about a stain on their jacket. I'm actually talking about the other entendre, the dirt in the street that you do, be a stain on your jacket that, you know what I mean? People can find in court documents. That's actually, you get the gist. We're in 2022. You know what I mean? I ain't got to break that down, but there are some youngsters that don't get it. What are you saying, old timer? I'm saying this. Now move on. All right. But, you know, the mainstay. You know the usual. Gotta end on a positive note. Gotta, bring some ending to this, summer summer unhappiness. Or summer halfness 11 and a half, which is supposed to be Summer Madness 12. Summer Madness 12. You say with such authority, yes, such vigor. And it just feels wimpy now, like Summer Halfness 11 and a half. It just feels like that because of the simple fact I feel like the wind was knocked out. Like here's Summer Madness, big hot air balloon. Just imagine a big hot air balloon, Summer Madness, and that's what the card ended up being. You know what I mean? Oh, this and it's deflated. It made no sense. But then when we saw it, some of the battles made sense. Others are like, damn, come on. I wish. Give it one more again. One more again. Whatever. Um, but yeah, Summer Madness 12, or what I'd like to call Summer Halfness 11 and a half, could have been so much more better. The expectations were very high. The budget was very low from, confirmation from Beasley and Smack and other people. But yeah, expectations were high for Summer Madness 12, and what happened ended up being low. We only got like maybe a. No, I don't think we got a classic. No, no, no. We got one classic. Hold up. We might have one possible classic. I know we're about to end the show, but I think we have one possible classic, which I have to review, which is Calico and Easy to Block Captain. I have to see whether or not if that's gonna, survive the test of time. If it's gonna age well, you know what I mean? 4 or 5 years from now, is Easy to Block Captain versus Calico. Is it gonna, be looked at as another one of those summer madnesses that are always, that will be remembered and will be memorable enough for you to watch again and be like, oh yeah, I didn't catch that the other time. Wow, that was cool. Yeah, it's still a debatable battle. You know what I mean? Like something of a classic, something of a debatable, something that people can see. You know what I mean? Time worthy. You know what I mean? That it can stand a length a lengthy span of time. But you get my drift. You get my drift. But yeah, I think this was Shotgun Suge's night. This was Shotgun Summer Madness 12 was Shotgun Suge's Summer Madness. That's that. Um yeah, JC Sue Surf. I need to see that again, but I really felt it was underwhelming. Sue Surf won, but the playback, Julian Carter might have got that. You know what I mean? You never know. Tay Rock Swamp, it was like a 50-50 in the voting and the caffeine app on URL's page. I don't know who won this because I felt that was a very lackluster battle. Um, excuse me. Drop the battle soon so I can watch it. Make it make sense to me. You know what I mean? Make it make sense to me that this was not a lackluster battle. I don't have any one of them winning. I don't know who won between that. I watched the battle from beginning to end. It just makes no sense, bro. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me, URL. Drop the battle on YouTube. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah? No? Oh, okay. Okay. Relegated to the app. So says DME Detroit. But yeah, and of course, Danny Myers, Fonz, very good battle. I just feel Fonz had everything at his disposal. He just tanked the second and the third round. You know what I mean? Um, Averb, the surprise battle, which was Averb and Hollow to Dawn, their rematch or their ending of their 3-round battle, which is this was a 1-rounder and y'all get the gist, right? Hollow won that from his entrance. And I'm not being biased because of how he dressed. I'm just literally saying because, Averb chose to go first and his material was y'all see when it drops on URL app and 3 years from now. I kid URL. I kid URL. Or am I not? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, and there was a Crucible battle that was 1-rounder that they put on right before 3 o'clock or whatever. Which, the battle started at 3 o'clock, and I actually started at 4. But hey, who am I, right? I'm just a fan. And then of course, Calico. Well, the two that were in the Crucible battle for the 1-rounder, they only said their name like once or twice. I didn't really get to hear their name fully, so I can write them down. And I never got to see the battle because caffeine was all going kablip over here. You know what I mean? But DME Detroit to explain all this. You know what I mean? He'll explain all this. Hopefully he watched it, which he does usually see all the battles that happen. Some, you know what I mean, that are actually promoted. You know what I mean? Because light work. Talk about the lack of promotion for light work, bro. I missed 2 weeks because of the lack of promotion for light work. But hey, that's something that I'll have to bring up on one of my episodes that I have that will help in URL with their viewership, hopefully, and with battle rap. They are like the gatekeepers holding a lot of battles. So note, take that for note. And of course, Calico and Easy to Block Captain, which I feel they saved the night. Um, there was a battle that was announced that was supposed to go down on this card. There were two actually. It was supposed to be Chess versus Daylight. Daylight said no. He's going to be battling Lux in Detroit in December, so we'll see that. Uh, and there was supposed to be Mook, Murder Mook. Shout out to Streets 2 times, but it was supposed to be Murder Mook and Geechee Gotti, which I believe was supposed to be the main event of this Summer Madness 12, which ended up being SummerHalfness 11 and a half. But yeah, that's the whole night. I feel I feel good. I feel good. I thought I was gonna have a better night, you know what I mean? But I'm about to have a better one as soon as I, cut off the stream because I'm about to indulge myself in some Mary Jane to put me to sleep for work tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I had me, I had I was planning on doing some karaoke for y'all, whatever. But I'm tired. You know what I mean? I was gonna do it for a dedication to DME Detroit, you know what I mean? Because he's one of my favorite bloggers. Yeah, you're not only your favorite blogger to yourself, you are one of my favorite bloggers. So yeah. But yeah, I'll do that next time. You know what I mean? I don't have a whole connection to the thing, so you're gonna hear it through a speaker. Oh, it sounds horrible through a speaker, but I don't care. You know what? Donations help. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a whole full, Streamlab set up if I can. Ooh, don't let that happen. Ooh, if it does, I'm taking over. It'll be my blogs that people will be listening to, Dimmy. I'm coming after you. Actually, no. You go where you at. I'm good where I'm at. So you know what I mean. We definitely got to talk and have an interview because you're definitely hilarious and funny. Everybody else who doesn't get you, they should. And I get you. I got you a few years ago. I didn't understand you, but then I did, and I'm here. So for anybody that knows how this show goes. At the end of my show, I always, give a positive reinforcement or, give you something to, reflect on for yourself or to pass on to others and stuff like that. Um, Usually I do my mantra, give you my mantra or whatever, but I think this time I'm go on, off the cuff, right? Off the cuff. I don't have no cufflinks. I don't know why I did that, but I have a shirt with, buttons, no cuffs. Anyway, but this is still considered a cuff nonetheless. Whatever. Dress talk. Uh, you gotta have fun out here, all right? You gotta have fun out here, or else you'll get bored. Who wants to get bored? Nobody. Anyway, um, so going off the cuff here, off the cuff, and I think here we go. Here we go. The most positive outcomes in your life is the ones that you put your feet forward for. I want this house. It's basically for some other things that I basically do, but it's basically a nutshell the same thing. You know what I mean? The karma thing, the energy that you put out there, the time and effort that you put in to try to get this house, acquire that wealth that you need for this company that you want to build or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Or throwing the energy out there for the right baby mama for your life or whatever. You know what I mean? You put the energy out there. You know what I mean? The greatest successes of your life is the ones that you put your best foot forward for. Quote me on that. That's something I made on the spot because I've heard plenty of different quotes, and this kind of feels like, yo, it should have been said, but it hasn't. So I'll say it. But yeah, I want for everybody to please, please don't drive drunk. Don't drive distracted, and don't drive with a cell phone in your hands. There are other people on the road, mainly me too. So, of course, as usual, stay safe. Bring it back. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Good fracking night. And of course, stay safe. Stay blessed. Hydra Man out for the Battle Rapport. Am I glitching? Am I glitching? No. Yeah, I'm glitching. Yeah, I say I'm glitching.